Well, it's outrageous, if not entirely surprising. I mean, we should be really blunt and frank about this. Trying to shut down Parliament in order to force through a no-deal Brexit that everybody knows will do real and lasting damage to people the length and breadth of the UK is not democracy, it's dictatorship. And if MPs don't find a way of coming together next week to stop Boris Johnson in his tracks, then today will go down in history as the day any semblance of UK democracy died. This is an abusive process. It is whatever Boris Johnson says and however he tries to dress it up, this is about trying to stop a majority in Parliament coming together to avoid a no-deal Brexit. Now, that's the kind of behaviour you expect to see in countries that are not democratic, that are ruled by dictators. And that's happening here in the UK. I mean, Boris Johnson, let's not forget, is not elected by anybody other than the Conservative Party. And here he is trying to shut down Parliament. Brexit was meant to be, supposedly, about bringing control back to the House of Commons. And now we've supposedly got to accept that it's so important to force it through in the worst possible way that Parliament has to be shut down. It is completely outrageous. Boris Johnson is not elected by anybody other than the Conservative Party. I don't know that there were that many people, even across the whole of the UK, who would have voted for Brexit knowing that it was going to be a crash out with no deal, with all of the implications that that brings. But of course, I'm the First Minister of Scotland. Scotland voted against Brexit. That sort of anti-Brexit sentiment was confirmed as recently as the European Parliament elections. Scotland didn't vote for this, didn't vote for any form of Brexit. We certainly didn't vote for a no-deal Brexit that could tip our economy into recession, put tens of thousands of people on the dole, lead to shortages in food and medicines. Nobody voted for that in Scotland, and it is outrageous that Boris Johnson could get away with forcing that through.